I would like to introduce the Excel Shift and Holiday Planner, which I created for a supervisor in a logistics department in Switzerland. And he had the task to plan a lot of stuff with different tasks and to organize who when goes in the holidays. And his current situation, what he faced, it was the system was very unclear and temporary employees were not included. So this is the data, how it comes from the system. So there's just a list of employees and it's also repetitive. So you have different rows of names and it's not organized into groups. So first, there is a sheet where he can add like temporary stuff, which is not included in the system, like permanent employees. And he can then move on to the second sheet where he can group his stuff like a supervisor and his stuff together like a early shift and a late shift. I also created like an overview where he can see if there is a spike in sick leave or if there is a spike in holidays during a certain time. So then he can react accordingly. Then this is the yearly overview with the groups. Like this is one group. Let's say this is the early shift and this is the late shift that he can see, okay, there are only two people at the same time in holiday in the same group. And here's also only two, so that's okay that he that not that from one team that for example are three or four at the same time in holiday, they would have an issue. Then I have a legend with different tasks. And then there is the weekly planning where to every employee can be assigned different tasks to certain times. So there is from Monday to Friday, they don't work Saturday or Sunday. Then there is also the holidays. It then gets like a synchronization. So this is the main purpose is like the other employees don't need to know why somebody is not there. They don't need to know if he's on sick leave or holiday. It's just he's not there. And I then have also at the bottom like a total count of employees, then how many are on the early shift and on the late shift so that he gets an overview, are there too many in the early or too many in the late shift. You also can filter there something out. And at the end, there's a print. The request was to print the weekly planning on a A3 paper sheet so that he can hang it out and the employees see their weekly planning so that they know where they have to work, what they have to do for all the week. So I also faced some difficulties through the project. For example, I used the VLOOKUP function, and at the end, I got the feedback the tool isn't working. So um, so finally, I found out they had like an older version of Excel or a different version. They didn't have this function. And I had then to make a workaround to resolve the problem. And so at the end, the tool was working properly and the customer was happy. So thank you for watching and have a nice day.